Hi guys, this is Naren. In this tutorial we are going to explain about Perl programming language variable naming rules and some printing formats of a Perl programming language. So let me open this file. So I have created one file. This is f.pl. So in this we have to use Vim for text editor Vim I am using here, and we need to use a language extension for naming. So here Vim f.pl, f is the file name and Vim is the text editor and pl is the extension of the Perl programming language. This is I have already told you in my previous tutorial. So let me open this file. If we need to edit this file, we need to go for insert mode. So we need to click on this I. So now it is in insert mode. So let me check here. I have already edited this file. So in this I have added some data for these naming rules of a variables in Perl programming language. So let me explain this concept. So when we are going to give a name for the variable in Perl programming language, it will accept small letters and capital letters also. So if a variable name is Naren, so it is in small letter, it will accept, and if the variable name is Naren, it is in capital letters, it will accept. But what we need to understand here is it will not accept numbers when it is at starting position. If the variable name is one dot variable, so one variable, so here one is a first position, right? One is a first position at variable name, so it will throw the syntax error. So let me compile this file and show this syntax error. It is the same in C language also. So we have these rules in C language. So like that in Perl programming language, you have already know about C language, you can easily understand these concepts. So here you are seeing, right, at 10th line we got a syntax error. So syntax error at f.pl line 10. So it is due to the naming of that variable. So we shouldn't use these one at position 1. So we need to remove these. We need to remove this one for fixing these syntax error. So let me remove this one. So let me compile this again, and so here now we are not seeing the syntax error, right? So what the problem is, so when we are going to give the name for the variable, so we need to follow some rules. These Perl programming language accepts the small letters and capital letters. So and it will accepts the underscore at the starting position, and it accepts the small letter at the starting position, capital letter at the starting position, but it shouldn't accept the integers or underscore. Apart from underscore, it shouldn't accept any symbols. So these are the rules of the variable names in Perl programming language. So we should follow these rules before writing the program. And here we have one more discussion. We have one more concept is there, that is formats in Perl programming language. So here I have used printf, right? In previous tutorials, in previous video I have used print only. So why I have used printf here? Because it's not print not accepting these formats like percentage of, percentage d, percentage of. It's not accepting the formats. It's printing strings only. If we give percentages in this print, it will give only percentage directly. So it printf only accepts in the formats of these percentages, percentage d. So here percentages used for printing the strings, and percentage d used for printing the integers, and percentage f used for printing the floating values, and percentage e used for printing the floating point number in scientific manner, and percentage e used for printing the scientific manner, right? I told you. And percentage c used for printing the characters. If we have a ASCII value, if you give that ASCII value with percentage c, it will print that related it will print equal character, If otherwise if we give alphabet, it will print that alphabet, so we call that alphabet as character. If we give 10, if we use the percentage 10, it will print the binary value. And for printing this percentage for printing this percentage, so if we need to print the percentage, we need to use 2%. It will print a single percentage that time, so we need to use 2% for printing single percentage. So if you want to print this 10 in octal value, we need to use percentage O. If you want to print the any hexadecimal values, we need to use percentage X. These are all the same in C programming language also, so nothing is different from C programming language. But the difference is, so in my previous video I have used a print operation. That print operation not accepting these percentages, percentage formats. We have a printing formats, right? That only print, if you use only print with the percentage formats, it shouldn't accept this format. It will print directly percentages, percentage D, percentage F. It's not printing these related strings or variables or number. So that's why I have used printf. It's accepting printf also. This Perl programming language accepting printf also. Let me compile this file and let me show the output also. So here we have, so this is for the percentages, so it printed the Naren. This is for integer percentage, it's printed the integer 2. This is for the floating value, percentage I have used there, so it's printed the 10 point some floating value. This is for the scientific manner of the floating value, so this is I have used a percentage here. So this is for the character, there I have used 97 I think, so it's printed the variable character value. So 97 is the ASCII value, so when we use the ASCII values, it will print the equal character. So I have used here 10, it printed the binary number of the 10, 1010. I guess this is 1010 is the binary number of 10. So and I have used double percentage for printing single percentage. So when we are going to print the double percentage, we need to give, when we are going to give the print the single percentage, we need to give double percentage. So when we are going to print octal number, we need to give percentage O for printing octal number. I have printed octal number of 10, it's a 12, and we need to print any hexadecimal value, we should use percentage X. So let me open this file. Yeah, in all this video you can observe here I have given hash, right, for the hash, and here also I have used hash. So why I have used hash? So actually hash is used for the comment. So something comments, we need to write a comments, right, for explaining something. So if you working on one project, so you have edited one file, so after some days if other can use that file, so that time it will give you a problem, right? They shouldn't they will not understand your file, what you wrote on that file, and that things all will happen. So that's why we have given the information of the file here. So it will, comments are helpful for that information, and we can explain what we are doing on that file and what the program we have created here. So I have explained here, right, naming rules of the variables and like the things I have explained here. So these comments are not through any syntax error. If you use hash, we can use hash with the and again we can write the syntax of, we can write the matter of our comments. So I have used the same thing here. So one more thing is I have used here, right, print the string and print the integer of the integer also, and prints the floating point number. So whenever someone open this file, they can easily understand these formats by seeing these comments. So these comments helpful for that thing also. So this is a good program practice if we if we use the comments in comments while writing this coding. So this is my video about variable naming rules and printing formats. Let me explain one more time. So what we learned in this video, so actually in Perl programming language we have some naming rules. So these are the naming rules. We can at first place of the variable, first letter of the variable, we can use either small letter or capital letter of the alphabet, or underscore. We shouldn't use any of the other apart from these three. So we can use these small letter, capital letter, or underscore only. So if we use one or any other symbols, it throw the syntax error. So after that, writing any capital letter or small letter or underscore, we can use one or two or three or any symbols also. no, sorry, we can use one or two or three only. We shouldn't use any symbols or anything. Let me check that thing also, we can use symbols or not. So let me go to insert mode. So let me check, it is accepting symbols after giving the underscore or any small letter. Variable at the rate of equal to 5. So it's not accepting the symbols also. We shouldn't give the symbols also in the, yeah, it's throwing the syntax error. So you shouldn't accept the symbols in the names. You should accept only underscore only. That is also at the starting of the, should accept at the starting position and in the middle of the name also. So and it will accept the one numbers are in this variable's name. So length is also not limited. We can use maximum length of the variable name. We can use maximum length. There is no limitation for the length. We can check this thing with here. So let me compile this. I think we shouldn't get any, yeah, we are not getting any syntax error. So this is my video about this concept today. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay friends, thank you.